friends, welcome back to Simply Our Home. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amy and welcome. Today we're here in our family room and we're going to be doing a mini makeover to the front of the fireplace, and then we're going to be decorating this area for summer. This is actually my third video in my summer decorating series. Now if you missed any of those, don't worry, I'll have them linked down below for you so you can catch up. So for our family room, I thought I would split the decorating into two parts. The rest of the family room will be decorating in part 2. So be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and then scroll over, click that bell, and then select all so that YouTube knows to notify you when I upload part 2 of the rest of our family room. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get today's summer decorating here at our mantel underway. All right, so here's your first look at how the fireplace and mantle look, all bare without any decor. Now we do have our TV above the mantle, and then we have that ugly outlet that I'm always complaining about. We've already painted the oak surround. That was kind of like our first project, getting our house like up to date. And so I had already painted this part right here. It used to be brass and now it's like a brown. Well, I think I'm going to go in and now paint it again with a black paint. And then also I'm going to be doing something here around the surround just to update it and make it a little bit more current. Now that all the pieces are apart, we'll take it outside and start to spray paint. I did quickly sand over the brown to remove the shiny surface so that the paint would adhere better. This is the one that I'll be using today. Now last time I didn't use a heat specific spray paint and we had no problems at all. I've also gone ahead and removed the fire screen. For me, I just prefer this look and it just gives a more clean, open, less shadowy effect. I did do some research and the purpose of the screen is to prevent the glass from getting too hot during long periods of use. So for us, this will definitely not be a problem. I think last year we ran it probably a handful of times for only 5 to 10 minutes. So it's never going to get that hot that it could burn somebody. Back inside, it's time to prep the surround for paint. This is a super budget-friendly way to update your fireplace surround. This is actually a $0 project because I had all of the supplies on hand. The first step for a professional-looking painting job is to always take time to prep. As you saw, I'm using this product called Crud Cutter to remove any grease and grime before I start to paint. Then I'm going to go in and tape all of the edges so that it goes quicker and that we have super straight lines. Now we can move on to painting. This is the primer that I had on hand, so I'll be using 2 coats of this, followed by 2 coats of the Navajo White color by Sherwin-Williams. Now that's what we have on the rest of our trim throughout our home. I am so super excited to see how this turns out. I've been wanting to make some sort of change here to this dated faux marble. It's very beigey, but then sometimes pulls a peachy tone, and I definitely wanted to get rid of that. So today's the day we're going to refresh it and make it renewed. Okay, so here is the first coat of primer, and I'm already super excited to see the results because I'm loving that. It looks so much better than that beigey peachy marble. While we're waiting for the primer to dry, I thought I would show you what I'm thinking about putting beside the TV on each side. It's these beautiful like sconces, and I got them at the 75% off sale at Hobby Lobby. There are still a few things still available, so if you happen to miss that video, I'll go ahead and link it up here in a card for you. But I think I'm going to measure all this out and get these hung on both sides of the TV. Now that the second coat is finished and it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can take off this front glass. It looks a little dirty behind it, and I also see some bugs back in there. So I'm going to try to get this off and then clean this real well, clean back inside the unit itself, and then we can take off the tape. Since the painted pieces are dry to touch, I've gone ahead and put everything back together. So now we can get it back in place, and this mini makeover of our fireplace surround will be finished. Now that I've got it inside, took a little bit of wiggling to get it in place, but wow, I really love it. I can't believe just some paint can make such a difference. So if you remember, this is the before, and then here is the after. I mean, it's just a little bit of a change, but I think it looks so much better. I'm so happy with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a really pretty screensaver on the screen so that it just looks like maybe a picture, and it just doesn't have that big black hole in the background, and it kind of makes it look a little bit prettier. So I'll get that up on the screen, and then we'll decorate on the two sconces to the sides. I'm going to add these beautiful white pots that I got from IKEA. And then to them, I'm adding just this bright pop of yellow to the sides. Now to start on the mantle, and I love adding greenery or some type of garland, and so this one is from Hobby Lobby, and as you can see, it is very drapey, so I'm going to place it up there and then we can move on from there. Okay, so I do need to work with this just a bit more, and I'm not real fond of how drapey it is. So I think I'll pick up and pull some of these longer pieces up, and I still like the cascade like feel, but maybe not quite as much. So after I've worked with it, I kind of like this. It's very organic and flowy, and I really like that for summer. So now I'm going to go back in with some pieces from Hobby Lobby that are white, and I think that's just going to pop, and it's also going to hold my greenery in place. So let's go ahead and place those and see how that looks. To fill in on the ends, I'm going to place this beautiful dish. Look at all that detail on that. Now I got this, it's milk glass, and I got it at an antique store that is local to here, so I thought that would look cute on the end. And then to the opposite end, I'll be adding these bowls. I love, again, the texture, and they kind of resemble the same texture that is in the pots. And of course, I always love to kind of tilt them, and then we'll be placing maybe some lemons in it to just make it look really nice and summery. So I'll go ahead and place one about here, and then one on that end, and then we'll place some lemons to brighten it up. Moving down to the front of the hearth, I'm going to go ahead and shop my own home and bring down this plant that we actually had in our master bedroom. And I just love the look and feel that a real plant can add to an area. For the opposite side, I'm bringing in the set of 3 baskets that I got off of Amazon. And to the top one, I'm going to open it up and then have some greenery cascading over the top. I love combining old with new pieces, so I'm bringing in this antique stool.
And then atop it, I'm going to put an open book, and I think that that just invites you in and looks like a very cute little place to have a seat. Then in front of that, to complete a grouping of 3, I'll place this galvanized watering can with the copper handle that I purchased from At Home.
The last area that we'll be decorating today is this bare wall next to the fireplace. Now, if you remember, I actually had these prints above our headboard in our master bedroom, and I got the frame and the prints off of Amazon, so I'll have that linked down below for you. But I just think a set of 3 over here on the wall is just going to make this space pop.
Okay, so let's quickly remember what the fireplace looked like earlier today. And then here is how it looks now. I absolutely love it. I think it looks super summery, and I love all the changes that I was able to make today. Just remember, you don't have to break the bank to make big changes. Just look what a little bit of paint can do to make a difference. If you enjoyed today's video, as always, hit that thumbs up button for me, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And before we go, I want to leave you with today's Bible verse, which comes from Romans 12:12, and it reads, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." Well, friends, I hope to see you back in my next one. I thank you so much for watching. Take care and God bless. Bye.